Sempervivums are a hardy, succulent plant. They're also called the house leek, and they grow in very arid conditions where most plants wouldn't survive. Hence the reason you often get these growing on roofs, and that's how they get the name house leek. They don't take much maintenance to look after them as well, so they're ideal for a container where you don't want to have to water it on a regular basis. And at this time of the year, you can often buy packs of half a dozen Sempervivums of mixture from garden centres for about £7, so they're really good value for money. So what we're going to do is plant a very simple but effective Sempervivum pot. So for this I've got a terracotta pot that's about 10 inches in diameter and fairly shallow, and into the base of that I'm going to use some broken plant pots, or you could use gravel to cover the drainage hole. That helps with the drainage. And then into the pot I'm going to use a soil-based compost. This is called John Innes. It drains very freely, which is essential for the house leeks to grow well. And I've also added some extra grit to this so that the water will drain through nice and quickly. We'll fill the pot with the compost, and then we can arrange our 6 Sempervivums. So we'll put one in the centre, so just gently plant that in the centre of the pot, and then the other 5 are going to be equally spaced around the container. Mix them together so that you get the different shapes and colours of the foliage. So we'll put a green one in there, just lightly firming it into the compost. This one has got a reddish leaf. Now these are totally hardy, so these can stay out all through the winter. They need ideally a sunny position, and they won't need watering very much at all, and they can stay there right through next summer as well. If you go on holiday, don't worry, because they're quite happy to go for a couple of weeks without any water. And the last one can go in there. Okay, so we've got our 6 Sempervivums in our pot. And just to finish it off and give it a slightly more decorative finish, you can use some grit, and that's going to be sprinkled between the plants. And not only does this hide the compost and make it look more decorative, it also helps with the drainage on the surface of the compost, so that the base of the plant is always in well drained conditions, and that prevents any rots. So that can now be given a drink of water, put outside on the patio, and it'll look good for 12 months.